To come and do this versus video. If y'all did not see Brandy versus Monica, where were you? What were you doing? And are you a 90s baby? Okay, y'all, so what I want to do is go through the verses. They gave us 18 rounds, and so I'm just gonna go through them real quick. If you want to go along with the video with me and tell me who you got on each round, so you can put, let's say for round 1 you could put R1 and put a B for Brandy, or put an M for Monica. So, and then we'll go to round 2 and so on and so forth. We're gonna do this real quick, and then at the end I'll tell you who I am, if I'm team Brandy or if I'm team Monica. If you don't want to participate per each round, all you have to do is comment down in the comment section below and let me know by just simply saying team Brandy or team Monica. All right, y'all, let's go. So round 1, because Monica decided to let Brandy go first. Yeah, I was actually working out when the verses first came on, so like I wasn't really paying full attention to the first 4 rounds because I was trying to get my calorie burn on. But some kind of way Monica told Brandy that she could go first, so Brandy popped it off. So round 1 is Brandy's What About Us versus Monica's Everything to Me. Let me tell y'all, soon as I heard the beat drop for Brandy's What About Us, I was like, boy, this is finna be good. This is about to be good. So she dropped that, and then Monica hit her with that. So let's like balance up the 2 songs. What About Us versus Everything to Me. Like, who do I got there? I'm gonna be honest with y'all and tell y'all that I went with Brandy on round 1. Because I actually still listen to What About Us. That is on like a weekly rotation on my playlist. I love me some throwback Brandy. I don't remember what album that is, but yeah. So I gave Brandy round 1. Round 2, Brandy came out with He Is, and Monica came out with You Remind Me. Now, I vaguely remember both of those songs, so I can't even tell y'all how the actual chorus of the song goes, but I wasn't impressed with either one of them on that one, so I actually gave that round to Monica because of the simple fact that I can remember a little bit more of the verses in that song than I can of the Brandy song. And I don't even like the beat on the on He Is. Now I know y'all probably gonna jump in the comment section and go in on me about that, because people go up for He Is by Brandy, but I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. So I gave round 2 to Miss Monica. All right, round 3, we got Brandy's Full Moon versus Monica's So Gone. So this was a tough one for me, because you hear that doom doom doo 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 doom doom doo doo doom doo 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 doo. So you hear that beat drop and you're like, man, that's Full Moon. But then it was Monica's turn, and you automatically hear that So Gone Over You, you, and it's just like, who do you go with? Like, I'm so conflicted. Like y'all, I was sitting in my phone looking like, oh my god, this is so good. But who did I give that round to? Y'all, I gave it to Monica, because I don't know, it's just something about when that song drop, you just immediately get in your feelings. Like, I don't care if you just had a breakup. I don't care if you in a happy relationship. Like, soon as that come on, you just get to thinking about anybody that done did you wrong. And you get to thinking about anybody that done, you know, messed you over. And you just be like, look, listen, boy, I'm a rowdy chick. Sometimes I had to fight because my mouth too slick. Baby, why you doing me like I ain't worth ish? Make me want to ride past your house and sit. Kick down your doors and smack your chick. Like, you get deep down in your feelings when that song come on. So that's where I was at with it. And I had to give round 3 to Monica. Okay, round 4. Brandy's I Wanna Be Down versus Monica, Don't Take It Personal. That was a good one because I feel like both of those songs probably came out around the same time, don't y'all think? But I gave this one a tie because it was so tough. Now, if y'all just gonna make me pick one, I would give it to Brandy off the strength of when she remixed I Wanna Be Down. Y'all know it slapped. The remix with Queen Latifah, who was that? MC Light. Who else was on the remix? I feel like it was a bunch of like powerful ladies on the remix of I Wanna Be Down. So yeah, if I gotta give it to somebody, I'ma go with Brandy for that round. But I actually gave round 4 a tie. So y'all let me know who y'all got for round 4 at least. Round 5, you got Brandy's Baby 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 versus Monica's Like This and Like That, I'm Gonna Move Along. I don't know if the song is called Like This and Like That, but I had to, you know, sing the chorus a little bit so y'all know what I'm talking about. So that particular round, I gave it to Brandy because I feel like that song, I played that one a lot more than I played Monica's Like This and Like That. I mean, I could sing the chorus of Monica's song, but I couldn't tell you any of the actual verses in that song. But I do remember playing the heck out of some Baby Baby Baby. So yeah, gotta give that one the OB. Round 6, Brandy's Angel in Disguise versus Monica's Shoulda Known Better. Y'all, that one was another toughie for me. But Angel in Disguise is very sentimental to me. So I had to give that one to Brandy just because that song holds a special place in my heart for a special situation that I was going through. So that's the only reason, because Shoulda Known Better does go hard. Now, because Monica told y'all, I didn't need to go with you to Mexico. I really didn't need the shopping sprees to LA on Melrose. Boy, if you didn't know it, then now you know. Like, she was pretty much just going off on him and letting him know, like, look, it don't matter what's going on. I don't care if you're rich or poor, out of in. Doing 5 to 10. You should have known better. So, like, the song go hard, but I had to give it to Brandy because of that simple fact. And I think in this particular round was when she started talking about C Murder, and she had her entourage with her. I don't know if they were friends or if they were just part of, you know, her entourage or whatever, but she had a couple of people with her that had on free C Murder t-shirts. And so she asked Brandy's permission, could they come out and show their shirts, because she was actually supposed to been wearing a shirt, but she said that she had already had her outfit picked out. And I will say that Monica looked very nice. She had on a some type of Fendi, maybe you want to call it a Fendi pantsuit. I don't know what you want to call it, but it was like this Fendi bustier, and then she had on these, like, almost looked like some liquid, you know, I don't know what kind of material it was, But honey, she was dressed to the gods. That I'll give her that. She did look very, very nice. And y'all have been going in on Brandy since, you know, since they walked on the set, which was about at 8:20 yesterday. Brandy was giving us really you know, flower girl vibes. She was giving us hobo tees. She was throwing a little bit of shade by wearing the shoes that she had picked out, because she really didn't have to put them shoes on with that particular outfit. So I feel like the shoes were taking a bit of a jab at Monica for the shoes that she had on in that song, Just One of Them Days. I think that was, no, was it Don't Take, no, it wasn't Don't Take Personal. I don't remember, but y'all know, if you on social media, you know what dang on Monica shoes I'm talking about. So anyway, yeah, she talked about, you know, friends see murder and all this and that. And so, you know, Brandy was like, you know, we down for the cause, whatever I can do to help with the cause, I'm down. So yeah, that was that. And then we went on to round 7. Oh, did I say who I had in round 6? Yeah. It was Brandy. I took Angel in Disguise. Round 7, Brandy's Missing You versus Monica's For You I Will. Okay, so in this particular round, this was like a soundtrack round for them, because if y'all remember, Missing You was in the Set It Off soundtrack, and For You I Will was in the Space Jam soundtrack. I believe Monica said that she either said she was 12 when she recorded that song, or she was 16. I know she was no older than 16. So Missing You versus For You I Will, I gave that to Brandy. I gave that round to Brandy. Let's see, round number 8, you got Brandy's Almost Doesn't Count versus Monica's Baby That's Just. Okay, so for round 8, I gave it to Monica, because that song is just so sweet. Like, man, it just, just thinking about the song, don't it make y'all smile? She said, hold on, let me she said, you give me the world, ooh, and everything that life offers. Baby, that's just why I love you so much. Baby, that's just why I can't get enough. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Anyway, round number 9, you got Brandy's Broken Hearted versus Monica's Love All Over Me. Why they do that? Why they do that to me? Broken Hearted versus Love All Over Me. Bruh, come on. Because this was another song that Brandy actually did a remix. This about Broken Hearted, she actually did a remix with Wanye. And the song ended up being even better than the original. The original is already good, and the remix is great. So I'm like, okay, this is a banger. But then Monica comes out with Love All Over Me. Like, bruh, how you gonna do that? How you gonna do that? Like, bruh, how you gonna do that? Then, so after round 9, y'all, it gave them a 2-minute break. And Monica said, well, you know, that sounds like a plug to me. So she decided to hit us with one of her new songs. So this is one of the newest songs by Monica. I don't know the name of the album, but the name of the song is called Trenches. And this song is with her and Lil Baby, and a lot of people didn't care for it, but I like it. Like, I feel like it's a head nodder. Like, I could see myself turning it on in the car to get to work, and you know, something to wake me up and get me inspired. I can go for it. And then after that song, she said that this was an older song, but I never heard of it. She played some song with her and Rick Ross, and then it ended up remixing, and you heard dun 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 dun. Hey, so that was me. So I'm just like, what is going on right now? But anyway, so then I feel like that's when Brandy took the time, and the wheels got to turn in her head. Like, dang, you know, Monica in here dropping plugs and stuff. And y'all, I feel like even though this versus was 3 hours long, it could have been cut down to 2 hours if Brandy was not such a talker. So first of all, Brandy's songs played longer than Monica's. I don't know what their stipulations were, so I don't know if you're only supposed to play 20 seconds of a song, or 1 minute of a song. I don't know how they had it, but all I know is Brandy's songs play a lot longer than Monica's songs. And then when Brandy's songs went off, she still wanted to ad-lib and stretch the song out even more. So she was already doing that, and then she gave us about 4 or 5 poems before she dropped her track. So yeah, I feel like we could have had at least an hour of that verses cut down if Brandy was not on her you know, I don't know what you want to call it, flower child stuff. Did I say who I had in round 9, y'all? I'm not even remembering. Anyway, round 9, I went with Brandy. That was Brandy. I gave her Broken Hearted versus Monica's All Over Me. Round 10, we got Brandy, Sitting on Top of the World versus Monica's Slow Jam. I gave this particular round to Monica because it seems like I remember Slow Jam being on a movie as well. Some movie that I used to watch all the time. And I don't know if it's The Wood or if it's Best Man. I don't know what movie that song is on, but I'm going to have to Google it and figure out what it is. But anyway, it's a good movie that I used to watch all the time, and that song is on there. So I had to give that one to my girl Monica. Play another slow jam, this time make it sweet. On a slow jam for my baby and me. Hey. Alright, then you got round 11. So Brandy said, okay, we're going to step it up just a little bit. So she played I'm gonna put it down, you gonna fall in love. I'm gonna put it down, you gonna fall in love. I'm gonna put it down, you gonna fall in love. She played Put It Down versus Monica's Don't Get Down on the First Night. I said, why? Why did they keep killing me like this? Put It Down versus I Don't Get Down on the First Night. Like, bruh, come on. You got Brandy and Chris Brown on Put It Down. But then you had doom 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 da 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 and then you talk about Jermaine Dupri talking about some Baby, baby, tell me what's up. I did tell me it. You wonder why I need to turn it up. Man, like, I don't know why they did me like this. They had to do me so dirty, but they did. So I had to go with somebody. And for this particular round 11, I took the M. Your girl, Monica, killed me with I don't get down on the first night, because it's it's very reminiscent to your girl, okay? I'm a lady out here. I don't get down on the first night. All right, round 12. Brandy's Who Is She to You versus Monica's Don't Come Knocking at My Door. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't know the lyrics to Don't Come Knocking at My Door. The only thing I know on that one is that Missy saying, knock, 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 stop knocking, don't come knocking at my door. That's all I know. But that Who Is She to You? Man, listen. Y'all see, the thing is to inhale these songs and ingest these songs the way that I do, y'all gotta really listen to the lyrics. Brandy said, don't even think about calling me crazy. I know you peeped that lady. And when I turned and looked at you, you tried to play it off, but I could tell that you two were friends, because she was just too nervous and she was looking like she was hurt, like a memory had surfaced. I kind of got cold pissed. I'm kind of wondering myself, and you're really no help. Tell me how you two know each other so well, because I want to know now. You better start talking. Who is she to you? Like, come on. So y'all already know I had to go with my girl B on this round, because she straight killed it. Straight killed it. All right. Now we're at round number 13. Okay, for round 13, we had Brandy's Best Friend versus Monica's Before You Walk Out My Life. That was a good battle as well. But this is where I had already kind of had my suspicions that, you know, Monica wasn't really vibing the way that Brandy was. But y'all, I ain't had to guess no more after round 13 came around, because before Brandy dropped the beat for Best Friend, she said, I want to dedicate this song to my best friend, which is my brother Ray J. And so then the beat drops and she starts singing. The track is playing, but she's also singing it live. And while she's singing, Ray J comes out there and gives her a hug. And you can see Brandy pushing her brother away just a little bit. And I don't remember if it was Brandy or if it was Monica, but you heard somebody say, I think it was Brandy. She was like, no live appearances. And so I was like, okay, now that makes sense to why when Monica wanted all of us to see the Free C Murder t-shirts, she asked Brandy's permission. Like, is it okay if we bring them out and show the shirts? And then here come Ray J with his good thirsty. You act like you just had to give your sister a hug right then at that moment. And so yeah, the stipulations were no live appearances. They didn't want no friends, family, babies, pets, none of that, because we already knew that Sonya was there. We knew Ray J was there. We knew her daughter Sarai was there. And I know that Monica also said who was with her, but again, like I said in the beginning, I was working out, so I didn't really pay attention. I don't remember who all was with Monica, but Monica had an entourage as well. So anyway, you could tell that Monica immediately got irritated, and she looked over there and she was like, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I felt like on every song, Brandy for the most part was being really supportive. She was turned up on her own songs, and she was also turned up on Monica's songs. But for Monica, she had a couple of her own songs that she turned up on, especially when it was dealing with C Murder. You know what I'm saying? She got up out her seat. She hit us with, you know, with some hood stuff. And, you know, she turned up for 5 or 10 seconds. But every time it was time for Brandy's round, y'all, she wasn't here for it. It was very much "you're boring me" tease. Very much. I think maybe 1 or 2 times she threw her arm up and she bobbed her head. But it was real. All I'm going to say is, I would love to see, is it called a biop? I don't know. But anyway, I would love to see a backstory of Monica. I would like to pick her brain a little bit more and understand how she ticks, because she even said it herself during this verses that, you know, she has a reputation for having an attitude, for being ghetto, and you know, maybe somewhat not approachable. I don't know. So I'm not gonna say that, you know, her attitude and her shadiness was just towards Brandy. This might just be Monica's demeanor, because she definitely, you know, has created that stigma for herself. So I would love to see a, y'all, I don't know the word that I'm looking for, but I would love to see like the life of Monica. I don't want to just see her on the videos. I don't want to just see her on T.I.'s Family Hustle, because that's the life of her as a mom and as a friend. I want to know the Monica, because at one point when they were playing a song and the song had the word hoe in it, and Brandy was about to have a fit because she was like, it's no profanity, no profanity. Like, I guess that was another one of the stipulations that they had in the verses, was no cursing. And so Monica was like, I didn't curse. She was like, look, now you know my mouth. You already know how my mouth's set up. And, you know, I didn't curse. So, you know, apparently she has the mouth of a sailor. And I will be here for all of that. I don't want her to be one of those girls that runs around with an attitude for no reason, like with a chip on her shoulder, because nobody's done anything to you, girl. Like, relax. I have always liked Monica. I think she's a beautiful woman, and I would just love to really see what makes her tick and understand her a little more. But anyway, so like I was on, sorry y'all, I had to go into that rant, but we're on round number 13, best friend versus before you walk out my life. So I really love Best Friend, and I remember this song came out, and I mean, of course, pretty much all of us had a best friend around the time that this came out. So this was a lot of people's favorite song, but she even put a twist on it and gave us a little treat towards the end of Best Friend, because all you heard was mo to the E to the mo to the E to the A, mo to the E to the. So yeah, so then Monica got hype at that point, and she like, come on, like, you gotta sing the song. Like, how you just gonna hit us with the mo to the E to the, like, how you not gonna? But Brandy said that it was some kind of contractual reason that she was not allowed to sing the song. So you know, a lot of us were sad about it, but we understood it. It was on the business end of things. She was not allowed to sing the song. And you know, if I actually remembered the words, I would have gave y'all the, you know, shower vocal version of it, but I don't. Yeah, and versus Before You Walk Out My Life. Now, that was another banger from Monica. Here we are face to face with the memories that can't be erased. Although we need each other, things have changed. It's not the same. So we have all been in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Whether you were the one getting broke up with or you broke up with somebody. We've all been in that place. So that was another banger too. So I'm just like, man, who am I gonna go with? So who did I end up going with for 30? I went with Monica. I definitely gave Monica this round, even though best friend was a good one too, because we all have a best friend. Most of us have a best friend. Even if our best friend is JC, honey, we all have a best friend. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, round number 14. We almost there, y'all. We just going to they had 18 rounds. Don't blame me, blame them girls. It was 18 rounds. So round number 14, you got Brandy's Sitting Up in My Room versus Monica's beat drop. Soon as the beat drop. Now, first of all, I don't have a Twitter account. I'm gonna get one. But I have seen so many heard about so many memes, and I actually seen one post on Facebook. Y'all talking about some Brandy could have kept them shoes sitting up in her room. And I said, boy, social media ain't got no chill. But she really could have. Girl, Brandy, you, like I said, I feel like it was shots fired when you walked out there with them shoes on. I feel like you know what you was doing. It was a little bit, it's a little shady, a little deliberate. But we're gonna let you live. And Monica gonna let you live too. Because I don't know what I was doing at one point, but Monica let us know that, you know, she is about that life, about kicking in doors and things like that. Because all I remember is when I came back to the chat, everybody was talking about Monica is a goon, like she a goon for real, like she out here about that life. So I'm like, what is going on right now? I didn't catch the conversation, but you know, like I told y'all previously, Monica had already said that, you know, she has a reputation for, you know, being a hood chick, for being ghetto, and it just is what it is. She don't give a dang. So anyway, Sitting Up in My Room versus Monica's Soon as the Beat Drop. Sitting Up in My Room, I feel like that was another really high on the charts for Brandy. And then the Monica Soon as the Beat Drop, it did not get as much traction as Sitting Up in My Room, but that was a good look for Monica, because Monica is good with those ATL beats. Monica will make sure that, yes, she's going to give you a love ballad, yes, she's going to give you a breakup song, but she will also take you to the club as well. So Soon as the Beat Drop with Monica and the Franchise Boys is definitely one of those songs. Soon as you hear the beat drop, literally, you already know it's an ATL beat. And I think it's produced by Jermaine Dupri. So yeah, that's a So Def beat right there. Alright, so for round number 14, I went with Brandy. I gave it to Sitting Up in My Room only because of the simple fact that I played Sitting Up in My Room a lot more than I played Soon as the Beat Drop. So I gave that one to Brandy. Round number 15, Brandy, The More They Talk About Our Love versus Monica's Sideline Hoe. Alright, now this is another one that I know y'all gonna be looking at me sideways. Y'all might even say I'm biased, because everybody that I seen in the chat gave this round to Monica for Sideline Hoe, but I had to go with my girl Brandy and go with The More They Talk About Our Love, because that is another one that I listen to. I listen to The More They Talk About Our Love every single week. Like, how can I not give it to Brandy? All right, what's the next one? Round number 16. You got Brandy's Put That on Everything versus Monica's Trust with her and Keisha Cole. Do I even have to tell y'all who I went with on this round? Come on now. It's Monica all day. Honey, you gotta go with Trust on this one. So I definitely gave round 16 to Miss Monica. New Monica. Round 17 is When You Touch Me versus Just Right for Me versus Monica's Just Right for Me. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This When You Touch Me, I don't know what album this was on for Brandy, but it's apparently one that, you know, maybe I just skip a lot of songs on that album, or I've never heard the album at all, because I have no idea what When You Touch Me is by Brandy. And then for Monica, that Just Right for Me, I can't tell you none of the verses in that song. All I know for that song is when she say, baby, 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 baby. That's all I know. And then the last round, y'all. Round number 18. Brandy came out with Have You Ever. And Monica came out with Angel of Mine. Y'all, that was another one that I'm just like, how are y'all putting these songs up against each other? Like, why are y'all making life so hard for me right now? Have You Ever versus Angel of Mine. So, Brandy says, have you ever loved somebody so much it makes you cry? Have you ever needed something so bad you can't sleep at night? Have you ever tried to find the words but they don't come out right? Have you ever? Yes. If you are over 21, the answer is yes. We've all been there. But then you got Angel of Mine. She said, when I first saw you, I already knew that there was something inside of you. Something I thought that I could never find. Angel of Mine. If you're over 21, you've been there. Like, come on. How do you put these two songs up against each other? So, I had to go with one, y'all. I went with Brandy. I gave it to Have You Ever. Angel of Mine slapped though. Like, I promise y'all this was another one that I wanted to make it a tie, but I was like, man, I don't want to keep putting so many ties in here because people gonna be like, pick a side, pick a side. So, you know, I went with Brandy, man. Listen. And y'all, they ended the verses, of course, by singing, The Boy Is Mine. And that was cute. You know, they did a little lip syncing or whatever because, you know, Miss Monica, listen, I told y'all she already had like a small, just a little bit of chip on her shoulder. But she let us know, look, I'm not gonna be on here giving y'all these good old vocals and this is for the free. Like, y'all need to figure it out. Just, yeah, figure it out. And that is exactly how they ended it, y'all. So after everything got tallied up, let's see what it ended up being. So Monica ended up with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Monica had 8 and Brandy had 10. Yeah. Well, really it was 8 and 9 because y'all remember round 4 it was a tie. So Monica had 8 and Brandy had 9, and then one of them was a tie. But I still ended up going for Brandy. You know, Monica, girl, you came with the heat I really enjoyed this versus. Like I said, I don't feel like it had to be 3 hours long, but I was here from the beginning to the end. So shout out to both of you ladies, and this was one of the best verses from what I'm hearing, because y'all, this was my very first verses, so I don't know how they've been set up, but you know, I've always heard about verses having technical difficulties. The artists don't have their music together. I heard that Jill Scott and Erykah Badu had their stuff together. Like, they were one of the first ones to really have their act together. But before that, you know, a lot of them have been trash. So, you know, I'm glad that I joined this one, and I'm hoping to see more. So, and also drop down in the comment section below and let me know who is the next pair of verses that you guys would like to see. Me personally, I want to see Jasmine Sullivan versus Kiki Wyatt. So y'all let me know. Y'all want to see rapper versus rapper? Y'all want R&B man against R&B man? Y'all want 2 more women? Y'all want some pop, some rock? Whoever y'all want, drop down in the comment section and let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video. This your girl P Hope, and of course I want y'all to be happy, be healthy, be safe, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. And thank y'all for enduring my my shower voice. Good night.